If you rent out a property you own to others, it'll need to be insured. However, the way you insure it may be different than you think. Let's talk about that. Hey there, it's Heather with Berry Insurance. Usually when you own a property, you'll need homeowners insurance to keep it covered. However, when you're using it as a rental property, you will need to get a dwelling fire policy instead. Here at Berry Insurance, we've helped many customers insure their rental properties using a dwelling fire policy. In this video, you will learn: how do you insure a rental property? What is a dwelling fire policy? What happens if I have relatives living in the property? How much does a dwelling fire policy cost? Let's get started. How to insure a rental property. As we mentioned before, you don't need to insure your rental with homeowners insurance. So what insurance should you use? That depends on one factor. How many units does the rental have? If you are renting out a 1, 2, or 3 unit rental property, you will need to insure it with a dwelling fire policy. If your rental has 4 or more units, you will actually need to get commercial property insurance, which is an entirely different policy. What is a dwelling fire policy? A dwelling fire policy is similar to a homeowner's policy, but it is catered towards potential risks of a rental property. A dwelling fire policy covers the following. Dwelling. This covers the actual structure of your home if it becomes damaged from a number of causes. Other structures. This section covers structures that are on the property, like garages, fences, sheds, pools, driveways, etc. Personal property. If you, the homeowner, has any personal items on the property that get damaged, insurance will pay to repair or replace them. However, it is subject to your deductible. Tenants will need to have their own rental insurance policy to cover their belongings, but more on that in a minute. Medical payments to others. This covers emergency medical costs to someone who is injured on your property from a fall, laceration, dog bite, and more. Personal liability. If someone is hurt on your property and sues for liability, this will cover all medical expenses, legal costs, and settlement expenses. Fair rental value. If the property becomes unable to be lived in due to a disaster, insurance will pay you for loss of rental income during that period. The payout is subject to a cap, which can be a certain dollar amount or length of time. Tenant relocation. If the property becomes unable to be occupied, this policy will also cover the cost of relocating the tenant while damage is being repaired. Alongside these extensive coverages, additional coverages can be purchased, such as water backup, equipment breakdown, service line outages, and more. It is important to keep in mind that these coverages are meant to protect you, the owner of the property, not tenants. If your tenant wishes to have coverage, they will need their own rental insurance policy. If you'd like to learn more about renter's insurance, check out this video. What if my relatives are living in my rental? A question we get asked a lot is, what if it's not a formal rental arrangement and you are just allowing a relative to stay in the property that you own? Well, the same rules still apply and you will need a dwelling fire policy to protect yourself. This is true even if there's no exchange of money and your relative isn't technically renting. How much does a dwelling fire policy cost? There are a few factors that go into the price of a dwelling fire policy, including the limits and deductible you select, property size, property location, exposures, claims history. However, we generally see dwelling fire policies costing between $1,500 and $3,000. Owning, maintaining, and insuring a rental property is a big responsibility, especially because you have less control and awareness of what is happening on the property since you aren't the one living there. Investment properties are supposed to be an extra source of income, not another way to get hit with a large out-of-pocket claim. So you'll want to make sure you're protected with a dwelling fire policy. If you have any other questions about dwelling fire policies, drop them in the comments and we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Thank you for watching, and if you're looking for more insurance information, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It helps us reach more people looking for insurance education like you. Also be sure to check out our Learning Center on our website. We have articles and videos on a wide range of insurance topics, and if you have any other insurance questions, drop them in the comments below and we will answer them in another video. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next video.